Good morning or good afternoon here. It's day 2 at COP23, and I just spent the morning in the Bula zone. And so I'm in the Bond zone now, and the Bond zone is where all the exhibitors and pavilions are. And then the Bula zone is where the UN actually is housed, and so that's where the negotiations are happening. So this morning I was there, and they had the first ever in history kind of participatory collaborative meeting between secretariats or parties and constituents. And so the parties are the countries, and then the constituents are NGOs, and NGOs aren't just nonprofits like a lot of people think they are, probably because of the N and the nonprofit organizations, the O. They're actually anything. So businesses, farmers, student organizations, anything that doesn't have to do with the government or isn't a government related thing. So I went to that for a little bit this morning, and they were talking about better ways to get kind of non-parties involved in the negotiations, since this is kind of the first year that they're doing this big of an event, and they want to be able to keep expanding in the future. So I didn't stay for the second half, but they were talking about more specific things, but at the same time it was awesome. They were actually giving people a voice, and I have pictures from this, but the way that works is there's a huge screen on one side and a screen on the other, and then all the people sit at a big table together, and then you have a card with your country or your organization on it, and if you want to talk, you put it upwards instead of holding your hand. So it was really cool to see, and I sat right behind Youngo, which is the youth climate activist organizations, and NGO, which is the environmentalist non-governmental organizations. So it's great to hear them talk, and I've met a lot of people from those organizations here, which has been great. So far it's been a pretty busy day. There's a shuttle that goes back and forth between the two zones, since they're a couple kilometers apart from each other. So I took that on the way back, but this morning I actually rode a bike there, since they have a free bike share there, and it was really cold. It was raining, so it wasn't that fun. But here's kind of what's going on around me. So there's a guy here, but there's this whole second floor and first floor of the zone, and I have a lot of calls scheduled for today, but I'm looking forward to talking to everybody. And I didn't get a chance to go to any of the side events this morning because I was over at the other zone, but I know that there's probably a lot of stuff going on today about Indigenous rights and gender, and today is actually each day has a topic that's covered for most of the day. So it's Farmer Day, so that means anybody involved in agriculture kind of has a day for their highlighted all day long, since agriculture is a huge part of sustainability and climate change, and it's one of the leading drivers of that. That's it for today, so I'll have another one tomorrow.